Dear friend, you're about to discover an alternative method to quickly and permanently healing your blood pressure, which causes no side effects, usually works within a week, helps more than 88.7% of committed participants, takes only a few minutes a day, requires no supplements or diet change, are so easy anybody can use them, delivers permanent results. Hi, my name is Christian Goodman. I'm well known in the health field as a natural health researcher. My articles have been published on several thousand websites, as well as many offline health journals. In this video, I'll share my story of how I accidentally stumbled onto this method that quickly and naturally lowers high blood pressure after having suffered life-threatening hypertension for years. Like you today, I was a ticking time bomb. My average blood pressure was 185/129. I guess it was my healthy lifestyle that kept me alive. I ate well, worked out every day, and took time to relax, but nothing seemed to help with my hypertension. I was so desperate that as much as I dislike taking medications, I honestly consider that possibility. And you can bet my doctor pushed me pretty hard to go on drugs. But I resisted, and I'll tell you why. First of all, even though I favor natural health solutions whenever possible, I'm not an anti-doctor and medical business fanatic. In fact, a medical doctor saved my life when I was 11 years old. I had a birth defect I don't think could have been dealt with without surgery. I have a fantastic doctor who checks up on me every few months, but I don't just pop pills like candy. I do my homework and research all possibilities, and what I discovered was shocking. Let me give you a few examples. According to a recent study conducted by the Wake Forest University School of Medicine, calcium channel blockers are estimated to cause 85,000 unnecessary deaths every year. The National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institution have reported that one of the most frequently used blood pressure drugs seriously increases the risk of cancer. Researchers at the University of Denmark reported that about 15% of cholesterol-lowering drug users over the age of 50 will suffer from nerve damage as a direct result of using those medications. I could go on and on, but I think you get my drift. Dear Mr. Goodman, I ordered your hypertension exercises just over a week ago. After a week of doing 2 exercises, 1 and 2 a day, my blood pressure today is 118/77. Thank you for these wonderful exercises. Mary Ann Ford, Wall Hill, United Kingdom. Any doctor will tell you, once you're on those medications, you're a slave for life, unless, of course, you find an alternative way to lower your blood pressure. If you're currently taking cholesterol or blood pressure medications, you should absolutely not stop them right away. The withdrawal reaction can be life-threatening. You may think I'm exaggerating, but it's a fact that more people die every year from diseases caused by high blood pressure than anything else, including cancer. According to research published in 1995 in the Archives of Internal Medicine, reducing blood pressure by only 2 points causes a 15% reduction in the risk of stroke. Imagine what 30+ points will do for you when you learn my exercises. Now, here is another important side story. You see, I'm a horse lover. One day I was watching a TV show about a great horse whisperer called Monty Robbins. In front of thousands, including the Queen of England, he was demonstrating how he trains wild mustangs. Imagine those young stallions, straight from the mountains. They have never seen cars or human beings in their lives. Everything in their blood and genes screams anxiety and fear. His heart rate and blood pressure have been sky high since he was taken away from the mountains. Fascinated, I witnessed how in less than 10 minutes, Monty totally shifted the awareness of the tense, anxious animal. The effects were amazing. The horse completely calmed down, his heart rate slowed down, he became totally focused and relaxed. His blood pressure dropped to normal, all in less time than it takes to make a pot of tea. This immediately got me thinking, could this technique be changed to suit humans instead of horses? Could I use this technique to lower my own blood pressure? At the end of the day, I began testing my exercises. For the next 2 weeks, I changed and improved them. 2 weeks later, I checked my blood pressure. I couldn't believe my own eyes, as I read 119/76. My wife and kids were even happier than I. My wife broke into a cry of relief. For a few weeks, my blood pressure rocked a little up and down. However, it was never as high as before. And for years now, it's been totally normal. Since then, I've developed this technique into 3 simple exercises that in almost all cases decreases blood pressure below 120/80 within a week. Thank you for the swift reply. I will follow your advice. My blood pressure has dropped since starting the program, so I am very pleased. Kind regards, Sue Reld, Newark, UK. What actually causes hypertension? It began to develop long before your blood pressure numbers began to rise. Most doctors and experts admit that even if they know about some indicating factors, most of the time they have very little idea what initially causes hypertension to appear in the first place. Therefore, it's tough to find a solution. Everyone experiences rises in blood pressure from time to time. That's normal under stressful situations or while doing physical workouts. It only becomes a problem if your blood pressure stays high for a long period of time and doesn't drop while resting. When you're hypertensive, your heart then constantly pumps blood with more force than the arteries can comfortably take. The arteries begin to harden like rusted water pipes. Hard artery walls tend to get cracks inside them when blood rushes through them with such a high pressure force. Cholesterol and other slime in the blood gather in these cracked scar tissues inside the arteries, making them even narrower and harder. At this point, a deadly cycle begins. Since less blood can flow through your narrowed arteries, the blood pressure increases. To deliver enough blood through these narrow arteries, your heart begins to pump with increased force. Now your nervous system senses that your blood pressure is too high. The next thing your nervous system attempts is to make the kidneys excrete more sodium and water to decrease the amount of blood fluid running through arteries. Less fluid, less pressure. Mission accomplished? Not quite. The sudden amount of blood fluid exists for a reason. Blood delivers oxygen and nutrition to every single cell in your body. A drop in blood fluid means those cells don't get their nutrition, and they send a deprivation message to the brain. Houston, we have a problem. Imagine how ground control in the brain experiences this. The heart is screaming, I need to pump more blood faster. The kidneys scream, the blood pressure is dangerously high, drop the blood fluid. Cells all over the body scream, we're hungry, give us more blood. And the nervous system reports our normal response to widen the arteries and transfer more blood with less blood pressure has been unsuccessful. Something is seriously wrong. The part of the brain that controls all automatic responses has only one option. It sends out serious messages to all parts of the body. This crisis mode actually makes things worse. Thank you so much, Christian. Yes, it has worked for me. After 10 years of medication, my doctor was surprised to see me. Lost weight and most of all my blood pressure was normal. I am still working on my weight, and it is thanks to regarding your articles. All I can say is I do not know how to thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Therese Kemmelfield, Melbourne, Australia. Every cell in your body goes into overgear and gets ready to fight the danger with anything it has. And the cells demand much more nutrition than normal to deal with the crisis. the heart beats harder, increasing the already high blood pressure, and the kidneys don't know what to do except maybe fail. All this may be happening while you sit here relaxed reading these words, unaware that you may be on the edge of a stroke or heart attack right now. The only permanent solution for high blood pressure is to break this cycle. Using the body-mind exercises I learned that day from the horse whisperer, I managed to give my system something I call a focused break. Let me explain what I mean. Picture yourself in a cartoon. You walk into a meeting room with your heart, kidneys, brain, and a representative from the cells. They're all fighting over how to deal with your hardened arteries and high blood pressure. They all steam from rage and frustration. Now imagine if you, as a great negotiator, could persuade them all just to calm down, sit back, and relax. Do nothing for a few minutes. This is what I call a focused break. As you all sit there in the meeting room and calm your nerves, the solution is obvious to everyone. Call off the crisis mode so the cells won't demand as much blood. Slow down the heart rate to lessen the pressure on the arteries. Balance the excretion of sodium and water from the kidneys. Working calmly together, your body will heal itself. All it needs is the focused break for everyone to calm down, synchronize, and focus on the task at hand. And as your blood pressure drops, the arteries will soften again. The vicious health cycle has been reversed, and the risk of stroke or heart attack has dropped to almost zero. It's actually a little difficult to explain exactly how the exercises work in reality. This is one of those things you have to experience to understand. What I can tell you is that they take absolutely no effort. You either sit down or walk slowly around the room while performing these easy mind-body exercises. So it doesn't matter what kind of physical shape you're in. You can do them. The simple directions are on audio, so all you have to do is follow along. There is absolutely nothing to learn, and you can begin benefiting immediately after receiving the program. Thanks so much. I really am into the high blood pressure program I ordered and using it daily. It is working, praise the Lord, and thanks for having it available. I cannot wait to review the others. Jerry Shook, Tucker, Georgia. You, of course, also get a detailed written manual explaining exactly how to do the exercises and how they work. So based on your preferences, you have everything you need to quickly lower your blood pressure. All 3 exercises take around 40 minutes, but it's enough to do only 1 or 2 of them. Most people drop their blood pressure to normal in less than a week, so we're talking 3 hours total. 3 hours of your time is worth maybe adding 30 good healthy years to your life, isn't it? I thought so. What is more important is what you do not feel. Since high blood pressure has no symptoms, you won't feel how the steam pot inside of you calms down, nor how the vicious tensity cycle between your heart, kidneys, and brain is healed. But you'll be amazed when you check your blood pressure and it's down to normal. Here comes the best part. You will not be sick for the rest of your life. Why? Because medications only deal with the symptoms of hypertension. Once you're on medications, you're usually on them for life. Using these simple exercises, however, you're dealing with the underlying cause of high blood pressure and therefore permanently healing you. Just imagine having the peace of mind that only comes with knowing that you are healthy and strong and that you'll live a long, happy, and productive life. There is only one problem. When I explain how simple and effective these exercises are, many people actually wonder if it's too good to be true. Of course, after trying the exercises for themselves, they're convinced, but until then, they always have had a little doubt. I'm sure you're hesitating on the same issue. That's why I decided to let you try the exercises absolutely risk-free for the next 8 weeks. That's right. Hi, Christian. Thanks for the excellent work. I'm having great results in lowering blood pressure thanks to your program. I am a raving fan. Jeff Shelley, Victoria, Australia. Order the exercises today. Experience the amazing drop in blood pressure for yourself. Monitor it for some time to make sure this is just not some fluke. Go for a physical test if you want to. Have your heart rate and blood pressure tested under pressure. In fact, while doing the exercise program, do anything and everything you want to make sure it delivers every single benefit I've listed in this letter and permanently heals your high blood pressure. And if, at any point within 8 weeks, you are not absolutely thrilled with the results, send me an email and I'll refund your order within 24 hours. No questions asked. You don't have to give me any explanation about why you want your money back. Send me an email as simple as, "Refund please." That's all it takes. I know that some people could take advantage of this. So be it. After all, I'm often asked why I charge for such important information in the first place. Why not be a good human and give it away for free? My answer is that it creates commitment. I found clients to be much more committed to work on the program if they've invested a little bit in it. Plus, I'm a writer and health researcher. This is my bread and butter. The program actually costs you less than a month's supply of blood pressure medications or a single doctor visit. Not to mention the cost of surgery or a hospital stay if you suffer a stroke or heart attack. Even people with medical insurance sometimes end up bankrupt from hospital bills if their insurance company refuses to pay for some reason. And I know from experience, when you feel the relief from seeing your blood pressure drop to normal, you won't think twice about the mere $49 charged for this program. Here comes the icing on the cake. You see, almost everyone who uses my exercises lowers their blood pressure below 120/80 without changing their diet or making any other lifestyle changes. You agree that's fantastic, right? However, that's not enough for my liking. I want to make sure without the shadow of a doubt that, following my approach, you'll indeed heal yourself naturally. Mr. Christian or Mr. Goodman, Dave here. I want to thank you for the exercises. I have just tried them and can already see progress. Keep doing well. David Porras, Madeira, California. That's why if you buy the Natural Blood Pressure Exercise Program today, you'll receive a bonus report worth $30 totally free. This report includes detailed information on how to lower blood pressure using several natural approaches, from diet change to the use of herbs and better sleeping habits. How toxins in our food and environment silently create high blood pressure, and a few simple approaches to avoid those toxins without being hysterical or paranoid. Plus one free method anyone can use to detoxify their body, therefore deal with the underlying cause of hypertension. My super simple diet to both lose weight and lower blood pressure quickly while staying healthy. On this diet, you'll feel great and never be hungry. It's actually so obvious you won't believe how effective it is until you try it. The truth about smoking and alcohol use. You may have heard about the somewhat positive effects of alcohol on your heart and arteries. But did you know there is one product that can help you duplicate all those positive effects on a daily basis without consuming alcohol? The 2 types of cholesterol and 2 types of fat. 2 are healthy and 2 aren't. Here I finally explain this complicated issue in a very simple manner and provide brief info on how most people ruin the health benefits from their salads and what to do to avoid that. 5 painless diet changes that drastically lower blood pressure in only a few short weeks. 1 is lessening your salt intake, but the secret does not lie in your salt shaker. Plus, there is 1 little product you can eat in the morning that makes all the difference. 10 essential supplements for lowering high blood pressure. You can find them all in your local health food store, but you may never have noticed them. Plus, I provide a detailed explanation on what food you can eat to get those same nutrients in your diet. 5 types of herbal medications that can drop your blood pressure on the spot. These herbs cost only a fraction of traditional blood pressure medications and cause absolutely no side effects. 5 easier lifestyle changes you can adopt to lower blood pressure naturally without medications, including 1 habit the media has convinced us is life-threatening, when in fact it can save your life many times over. plus ton more tips and tricks to lower your blood pressure naturally and keeping it down without suffering the side effects of medications. This one-of-a-kind report and much of the information in it cannot be obtained anywhere else at any price, but it's yours for free if you order the Natural Blood Pressure Program today. So I urge you to take action because right now you're facing the biggest decision in your life and you have 3 clear choices. I believe this is magic. I got your program yesterday and already I feel better. I go back to my doctor today. She will be happy for me. I really hope to get off this medicine. The side effects will kill you. I slept all night after doing the evening exercise. Thank you so much. Jeannie Mayer, Washington, D.C. Choice 1. Do nothing. Let your blood pressure triple inside of you until something gives. It could be today or tomorrow or a month from now. Choice 2. Take medications. You may already be taking some, at least you're considering it. I've already told you about numerous scientific studies proving that blood pressure medications actually increase the risk of dying from stroke and heart attack instead of decreasing it. And the side effects, in fact, cause several other problems, making a bad situation worse. Fortunately, there is choice 3. Invest a few minutes right now to save your life. Remember, I was there. I was just as afraid and desperate as you are. My spouse was just as worried about me as yours is. I found a solution, and today I want to share it with you. These simple exercises are so easy to practice and yet so effective that everyone who suffers high blood pressure can benefit from them, including you. Immediately after you receive the program, you can follow along the step-by-step directions on the audio. Many people have reported drastic drops in their blood pressure the very first day and permanently healed themselves within a week. So in a few moments, when you click the order button, you're really not getting a guide program or a good deal. What you're really getting is your health and well-being through an easy, safe way that lowers your blood pressure without medications. The next step is yours. You don't have to be dependent on blood pressure medication for the rest of your life and suffer the side effects. All you need are these 3 simple exercises. You know how serious hypertension is. It unavoidably leads to any of the following: stroke, heart attack, kidney failure, or even blindness. Put simply, it will kill you. Every day you wait is like playing Russian roulette. You have friends and family. You love them, and they love you. Don't leave them too soon. The exercises are super simple. Anybody can practice them no matter what kind of physical condition they're in. Plus, you're not taking any risks since everything is 100% money-back guaranteed. I'm only an email away if you have any questions or if you want your money back. So there's no excuse anymore. I urge you to take action now. It has worked for others, it will work for you too. Clicking the order link can literally save your life today. For your health, the price of $49 is temporary. I'll soon add 2 more very powerful bonuses and raise the price back to the actual price of $69. Act now and lock in your $20 discount. Once I add the bonuses, you get them for free. And remember, if you ever have regrets, you can get your money back anytime within the next 8 weeks, no questions asked. So don't decide now. Try it first and cure your high blood pressure. If it doesn't work, I'll click one button on my computer and you'll have your money back. Hi, Christian. Your exercise program really works. I've been on your program for 2 weeks and my blood pressure has gone from 164/99 to 136/77. Before I started your program, I was about to listen to my doctor and go on medication. Just happened to find you on the internet. Thank God I did. Thank you, thank you. Vincent World, Frankfurt, Germany.